just so we'll have a record of it.
Okay.
Thank you, Ms. Terry, for agreeing to talk with me this morning. I just wanted to find out a little bit more about you and about the fantastic work that you're doing in the community with the homeless people.
So I own some group homes, Amazing Grace 1, 2, and 3, and I cater to not really homeless. I mean, yeah, homeless too, but I cater to the mentally ill. So some of them came from homelessness and some of them did not. Some of them have guardians, some of them have family members that come and get them and they go places, but they live here. And I decided to do this because I'm a social worker with Search Homeless Services, and I was doing home visits, and I saw where some of my clients at first really didn't benefit living alone. So I think they thrive better. They notice each other if one of them walk off, if one of them not taking their medicine. They notice everything about each other. So they always telling me like, and they're creatures of habit. So if somebody ain't doing something like they supposed to, they gonna tell me, and they gonna report it. So I think they quality of life is enhanced by living in a community environment as opposed to living in an independent apartment. They don't know how to live in an independent apartment, and I have one that been with me 3 years, got two master's degrees. He was staying in his own apartment, but he somehow stopped taking his medicine and couldn't figure out. He just could not figure out how to call his medicine in and get his medicine refilled. He couldn't figure that out because he something happened, and as the days went by, like his mental health, got worse. So he ended up in a psych hospital and then to Amazing Grace. And to this day, if he down low, he say, Miss Terry, I got such and such in days, and he is afraid. That traumatized him. He's afraid to run out of medicine. But I don't let them run out of medicine either, because I believe in medicine and they got to take it. And they got to take it to live at Amazing Grace. They can't take themselves off of it. But yeah, this is my passion. This is what I like doing, and this is what I do. I got a call this morning. Somebody was getting discharged from Bentab, and they gave him my number, and so I went to pick him up. Like throw my whole day off because I had a day planned, like grocery shopping and stuff I have to do. But I went to pick him up, and I was in there getting him set. I'm like, I gotta go. He said, Miss Terry, I say, I'm gonna just go to my car. I'll be right back. So, yeah.
Yeah, so I have a situation where I have a friend who's homeless, and you said the only way you could help him is if he had some income. So he's got to get on Social Security or get some kind of job, and it's going to take a while for all that to kick in. So what do you suggest to do in the meantime?
Well, I can find out through my job. This is not through Amazing Grace though, but through my job. So I know that. But housing. I don't know. Nobody supports group homes. So it used to be a program. The Harris Center used to pay for them to come to my group home. They used to pay for them to stay at my group home. But that program has been suspended. So I don't know of no other programs like that. Everybody is self-paid. However, at my job, we furnish housing. We assist with housing, but none of this is going to be housing. He got to get assessed. After he get assessed, I don't know. He on the waiting list, and it might be next year, or and he don't have to have no income to get on housing. But while he's in the process of getting his housing, they can assess him for his SSI or SSDI. But if he don't go to the doctor, if he's not going to the doctor and he don't have this stuff on paper, it's gonna be a process. Like you got to go to the doctor 6 months consistently before you can start applying for your SSI.
That's a
You got to
long
go to
time.
you got to go. You got to have some doctor history and medication history for 6 months. So I don't know. I mean, but he can. I can find out how he can come to my job and get an assessment and get his own apartment, but it ain't gonna be nowhere soon. It ain't gonna be no time soon. And he might not qualify because he's not chronically homeless. And then when I say chronically homeless, he don't live on the streets now. And how we know if they live on the streets or not, because it's a database we all look into. All the homeless, if you go to the food bank, if you go to a shelter, if you go to get food, a hot meal from somewhere downtown or somewhere, they put it in this database. So that's how we know if he haven't been participating in these different things, then they don't figure like he's chronically homeless. So you got it's a HUD's definition of chronically homeless.
Okay, so you just gave me a bit of information, so maybe that's what he needs to start doing is going to these food banks and registering.
I'll go to the Beacon. He can go to Lord of the Streets downtown. He can go and if he needs some glasses, he can go get some. Say he needs some glasses, he can go get a gold card. He can go get a gold card.
You said Lord of the Street.
Yeah, Lord of the Street is on Fannin.
Oh,
yeah,
that's
he can
a
go
place.
there. Yeah, that's a place downtown. He can go there. He can go. He can go to Search. I mean, he can go to Beacon. The Beacon is 1212 Prairie. He can go to the Beacon, and he can see a doctor at the Beacon. He can get a gold. He need to get a gold card because he don't have no insurance. He need to get a gold card, and so he can go to the doctor. At the Lord of Streets, he can get glasses if he need glasses. He can see a doctor. You can see a doctor at the Beacon. You can eat breakfast at the Beacon. You can take a shower at the Beacon. You can wash your clothes at the Beacon. See, all that kind of stuff is put in HMIS. And we can look in there and say, well, this client been going to the Beacon, Lord of the Street. That's how we know.
So if they're just couch surfing and they got some friends
that's not chronically homeless. Living with family. It's homelessness because they don't have a place of their own, but it's not the HUD definition.
Okay. I was looking at YouTube yesterday about homeless in California and how a lot of them work. They have full-time jobs, but they just can't afford an apartment because it's so expensive there. So at night, when they get off work, they come to a tent in Tent City. They get up the next morning, go to the gym and shower and brush their teeth and everything, and then they go to work. So that's considered homeless because they don't have I guess
No, they're homeless. They're
head.
living on the street. They're chronically homeless. But California might be different from Texas, and I know California is more expensive for sure. But their minimum wage is more. So, but I don't know if they deal with HUD. I don't know. But Texas and California probably they own two different.
They're two different things. Okay, I don't even why I brought California up. It was just fascinating for me that
Yeah, I saw that. I saw where these people worked and they all parked their cars. Somebody let them use their lot to park their cars. They lived in their cars, and he built a coffee stand and stuff for them. He built it for them so they can get up and have coffee and stuff.
Yeah, there's a man out there that makes these little huts or sheds, and he will take them and drop them off to people on the streets that's living in a tent. He dropped one off to a pregnant woman and a man. They were living in a tent, and he dropped off a shed to them. So now they have a hard roof over their head versus a tent, but they can feel more safer that way. So I was wondering if there was something like that we could do for the homeless here, because I've got a lot. I've got a lot for sale, and the owner actually lives in California, and I found out that you have to have so many square feet before you can build certain structure on it. But why couldn't we put maybe, excuse me, 2 or 3 tiny homes on that structure? It's only 4,000 square feet.
So 4,000 is only 4,000 square feet. So I haven't talked to this man, but he's a pastor. He's my friend's pastor, and she gave me his number. And he got some container homes. He got some container homes, and it's like, I think, $120,000, and it's a 3-bedroom. So I don't know how many could fit on there, but I was interested because I don't have no land. But that interests me. I just haven't had a chance to really sit down and call this man and see what that's all about. But that's just something that somebody passed on to me. But I
Yeah,
haven't looked into it.
if he's looking for some place to put it, I'm sure
Now
that
he's not looking for no place to put it. He's selling them.
okay. Well, I'm a realtor, so I might know people that want to buy them and may want to put them on this land. Maybe we can match them together. Because I think they are doing shipping container homes in Houston now. I've seen a couple of them built in different areas. So this particular property is over in Edo off of I-10 and Lockwood.
Okay.
No restrictions, no HOA over there. So I could see maybe 2 shipping container homes going there. One,
So you own the property?
I know the owner of the property. It's a airship property, so they would be willing to part with it. I think it's got some back taxes owed on it, like 40,000, 50,000 taxes. But they're
How much
just
did you sell it for?
like 100,000.
You trying to buy it?
No,
Oh, okay.
I'm listing it.
Okay.
It's listed. I can give you the address.
Okay. I would like to go take a look at it, and I'll talk to this man, because I'm interested in these container homes, because if I could at least put 2 over there, that's 6 bedrooms.
Yeah, and I know you said you were interested in buying a bigger building where you could put them all in one spot, so you don't have to run your famous gumbo to all 3 locations.
Yeah, but I'll do. If I could put 3 of them over there, that'd be perfect. But if I could put 2 of them over there, I'll deal with that.
You have to see what the city's requirement is for, setbacks and minimum space and all that.
Yeah.
But yeah, we can look into that.
Okay. Yeah, we can. Yeah.
So how did you get into this business?
Well, because I don't. No, I was gonna say, I don't think I disclose. Well, my past is, I'm my client without the severe mental illness. I'm an addict. I've been to prison, all of that. So that's how I'm giving back. But I also, now I'm a master social worker, and I work with these clientele. So I just got my master's this year in September. I just March the 1st. I mean, second. Yeah, March the 2nd.
Congratulations.
Yeah. So yeah, I've been on a journey. My past is not so good, but I don't mind telling my past, because I'm not that person no more. That ain't my life no more. But I've been through it, so I understand them. I don't have the severe mental illness, but the alcohol. I wasn't an alcoholic, but the drugs, the substance abuse, and all that. I know about all that, and I know about homelessness. Not because my family was poor or nothing like that. We didn't go through nothing like that, but because of the decisions I made as a substance user. So I done been like on the streets and all of that. So that's what got me interested when I got clean and all that. And I've been clean probably about 20-something years. I don't even keep up with it anymore. But I mean, clean from that lifestyle. I do drink sociably, but from that lifestyle, I've been, clean from that lifestyle a long time. But, so that's what got me. But what actually started me wanting to make group homes is doing home visits with my clients at my job. And I did a home visit in my 70s. He's about 72 years old and about to burn down his house, making bacon. I mean, I make bacon every morning. I say, man, Mr. Richard, you gonna kill everybody. So that's what made me, the wheels start turning. Like, everybody don't need no apartment by themselves. Everybody just can't be in no apartment by themselves. So, and then I started looking into it, and then I opened one, then I opened another one, then I opened another. I can't say Mhm.
In your group homes, do they have their own bedroom or do they share a bedroom?
Two to a room.
Two to a room, okay. And they don't
Two
have a
to a
problem
room.
with that, because I mean, you know, some people will look at that like, oh, I don't want to share a room with anybody, but
Well,
yeah,
it ain't about what they want, really. You know, I'm giving. I don't. You know, if you don't want to share a bedroom, then you don't come to Amazing Grace. We don't go no further. Like I don't. I don't even listen to all of that. Because in this my newest house, one room. I'm gonna send you a picture. One room is so huge. I got 4 beds in it. They don't touch. They got 2 closets, 4 beds, and it's all. They ain't even crowded. But everybody else just got 2 because they don't need. They can't fit 3 or 4. But I don't. All that is not an option. You know, this is what I. This is how I can help you. Um, this is how I can help you. You know, this, and if you want it, you want it, and if you don't, then you know, keep looking. I don't go through all of that. I'm very strict. My house is safe. I don't do confrontation, fighting, calling the police, drinking, drugging. I don't do that. My house is a quiet. I look at them all the time on my phone, and I can hear them and see them, and they quiet. People be like, the case managers from jail department, because jail department still send me people, but they just don't have that program where they pay for them no more. They send me people that have income, but they still case manage them, and they can come. I told them they can come anytime they want. Ain't no certain time. I don't have to be here, and they just love my group homes because you know, I know what a person that used. I know the kind of tricks. You know, they can't tell me nothing crazy. So I'm very strict. I'm very structured, but I still understand them, and I try to listen to them. And you know, I don't take pride in putting them out, but I will. But I will if you invest in my house. I will.
right,
But
because
I try not.
you got a standard they got to live up to.
Yeah, if I let you just keep messing up, like I can't do that because everybody it'll turn into a flop house. I can't do that.
Right, right. And you
So
understand them, so that's good. And that's kind of where you found the need, and you're filling a need that people have.
yeah,
So I want to help fill a need of the homeless as well. I had thought about group home, because group home is basically kind of like you're in the military, you got bunks, you're in the bunk with a whole bunch of other people. They do this out on farms. They have bunk houses where the workers all stay together. They just have bunk beds. They stay together. Or a dormitory in college where, you know, private rooms is a luxury, but, you know, usually you had to bunk with somebody else. I remember my
yeah,
first one, it was 6 of us in one bedroom. So, and then it went down, I got one with 2, and then I finally got down to 1. So, you know, I call myself moving on up. But, you know, you got to, you know, crawl before you can walk in some cases. But it doesn't mean it's forever. It could be just temporary.
but
And for some people, it
or
could be
I mean
forever.
some. Yeah, I deal with the mentally ill, so like this is permanent housing for them. Like so, like I got a guy. His mom brought him like the next day. So when I first opened, I still got him, and his mom loved the place, and he ain't going nowhere. She pays his rent. He not going nowhere. I got another one that her mama is really her aunt, but pay her rent, and they come pick up, take the doctor, and all that kind of stuff. But they love my place. She's not never going nowhere. Like I got one that I'm the guardian. I'm not her guardian, but I act as her guardian. I do everything for her, and I take her shopping. I take her to make sure she goes to the doctor. I do all of that because she don't have nobody. She got a daughter, but her people don't do for her, so I do it, you know. And so she not going nowhere. The one that I told you got 2 master's degrees. He's not going nowhere. So I got a lot of them. They just they're not trying to. They don't look at it as like I'm in a, you know, they not. It's not college, so they okay with a roommate forever. This is the way they live.
Okay.
This is the way they live. So it's not like even the ones with the four in the room. They not even saying, well, it's 4. I gotta still pay 700. They don't even do that. It's because they've been in these kind of places all their lives.
So the rent
So
ranges from what to what?
so you know what? It was a girl. She wasn't really fit for my group home. So I was trying to find her some work because I didn't want to put it back out on the streets. And I was calling around for, and everybody else charging 800. I feel like I'm charging too less. But I'm not gonna go up to this lady say 800. I'm like, so I mean, you could probably find something in the South Park in the bottom for 6 or 550 or 6. But it's just like anything else, you know. If it's better, it's gonna be more. If it's not that good, it's gonna be less. So it's whatever you decide.
And so let's say a person is paying 800 a month. Do they get, what comes with that other than a bed?
Well, at my group home, food come with it. Food, they get 3 meals a day.
Okay. 3 meals a day. Who cooks?
The highest, I don't have staff though, but I don't know what the next person do. I let the highest functioning resident run the house.
Okay. 3 meals a day, electricity, heat, air, AC, internet.
Washer and dryer, internet, yeah. So you trying to open a group home, or you
No.
trying to sell this land?
No, I'm not trying to open a group home, but I know people that want to do group homes for elderly people. They call them personal care homes. It's similar to that. But they charge more than 800 a month in most cases. But what I'm trying to do, me and my group, we're trying to get some land so that we can put different housing units on it where people can live together and take care of each other. So some of them could be a form of a group home and others could be individual homes.
Well,
Like
why you don't want that land that the 4,000 square feet?
it's not big enough because I want to live there as well.
Oh.
Yeah. And we want it to be out in the suburbs so we can expand and have like storage units and grow some vegetables and food and things like that. So it's just not big enough for what I'm looking for.
Oh. Okay, so yeah. So you want it out in the suburb where it's no public, but these for old people. So
Yeah.
you're gonna transport them back and forth to the doctor and stuff.
It'll be for multi-generational. So not just for old people, but for younger people as well. Because my children are in their 30s, my granddaughter's in 15. So
So how are they gonna get to the doctors and stuff?
we'll have a car. We'll have car transportation out there. So that is one of the things that we're looking at to make sure it's not too far from a major hospital. We ain't trying to be out in the boonies like that, but within a 20-minute drive of a major hospital. So we're looking at like Fort Bend County, looking at Waller County, maybe Bryan College Station. We looked at Angleton. And so we want to have a business out there as well as housing. And then so some of the people that are chronically homeless maybe could come out there and I found some programs where you can go to different countries. Well, you can do it in the United States too, where you kind of work off your labor. You don't have a job, but we need some gardening, we need some painting, we need some of this, that, and the other. And you can kind of work it off for your food and board. And then we can also teaching them a trade, whatever that trade could be. It could be, internet marketing, affiliate marketing. It could be construction. It could be gardening, something where they can make a living at it and not necessarily have to be in the city and go to a job every day, something they can do from home or out there.
Yeah,
So
that's
those
kind of like what the high functioning person that they work off they food. I mean, because if they run the house, they don't pay no rent.
So you kind of got the same thing. They run in the house, they work off their food and room and board.
Yeah.
Okay. And you don't have any openings right now.
I have one bed. No, I don't. I just filled it up when I picked up that man this morning.
Right.
I don't have no bed. And yeah, I thought I was going to have a bed because the boy was in jail in San Antonio. And I called this morning. They say he was released on the 26th. But when I went over there today, he was in the bed. I'm like, boy, I was gonna strip that bed tomorrow. I mean Monday. He said,
Thought he
Miss
was
Terry, I
gone,
told
huh?
you I was coming back. Well, he called me in jail, but it was a warrant from 2023. But he called me. He said, I'm coming back. But when I called this morning to check, they say the 26th he was released. So it's the 29th. I mean, it's the 30th. No, it's the 30th today. Or the 29th, whatever. But anyway,
Today's the 30th.
it ain't the 26th, that's for sure. So
Right.
I said, I was just thinking, I'm like, well, he paid for this month, so I ain't gonna mess with his bed until Monday. But he was there when I went over there this morning. I'm like, okay. So now I don't have no bed.
Well, that's a blessing. And you have 30, right?
Yeah.
Wow. So tell me how I or anybody that I know may be able to help you out in what you do.
I need a grant writer. I don't really need services because my people are not just like my people are independent. They ain't gonna stay at home for no kind of groups or nothing like that. And if they want to go to the adult daycare, they can. I don't make them go because that's a bad experience for some of them. So I don't make them go. But if they want to go, like I got over in the other houses, some of them go. They pick them up and go. They go to them adult day centers and stuff like that. And they want to go. But if they don't want to go, I don't make them go. So but they go do their thing. They go and do. They be gone. They go get on the bus. I don't care what they do. They individuals. And I always tell them they adults. As long as you take your medicine and come in and be in here by 10 o'clock. And if you're not going to be in here by 10 o'clock, you can call me and say, I'm not coming home because you're grown. And I don't care what you do. If you're getting drunk out there, if that's what you do, as long as you don't bring your actions and your behavior, as long as you don't bring it here. Long as you don't bring it here, don't come in here cussing nobody out. If you come in here and go upstairs and go to sleep, I don't have to do with that. They grown. I can't tell them what to do and what not to do. But all I can tell them is if it affects Amazing Grace, then it's my problem, and that's it. And so I don't really have a problem out of these people. Okay. I don't really have it's always somebody gonna try to bust the system for sure. And I just had the big entitled white boy because he didn't want to leave, and he hated everything he despised me. He complained about everything about Amazing Grace. He despised me. He entitled, and I said, well, why you just won't leave? Like,
right.
Why you just won't leave? Just leave. Like, but he said, I ain't got nowhere to go. So I had to evict him. And he left Monday, I think. But anyway, that's who somebody filling up his bed today. Is that guy. So yeah, my beds don't stay empty too long.
That kills me when people are at a job and they complain. It's like, well, nobody's holding you hostage here. You can leave. Why are you still here so bad?
Yeah,
Just
don't
leave.
talk to me about it. Don't talk to me about it. That's what I'm saying. Yeah.
So
yeah,
grant writer. Grant writer, what you need a grant writer for? Let's talk about that.
It's like I want to expand my business. It's like I need a new van. So I could really transport them like to their medical appointments and stuff. And I need some equipment like copiers. And I just need to expand my business. I don't know. I got to really sit down and think about what all I need, but I do need money. Like I don't get money from nobody. I don't get money from this is me, God, and these clients, their income pay the bills. That's how I pay my bills through their income. I don't get nothing from nobody.
They're all
and never have.
Okay.
Huh?
I said they're all self-pay.
Yeah. And I'd rather self-pay. I got one that work. And see, I'm going to tell you why I don't like the ones that work. I like them, but I mean, I like them as people, but why I don't really want to accept them because like this one right here, upstairs, I like him. He don't really give me no problems. And he worked at Rosalind's restaurant. So he got suspended for 90 days. And Rosalind, she kept giving him chance after chance. She said, Terry, because he's still in your group home. I said, no, Don't give him no chance because he's staying in my group home. I say if he not doing what you want him to do, let's suspend him. So she did. So he don't have no job. So since he paid his rent on time all the time he was working, and that's anybody that works, they don't think you supposed to let them stay there till they find another job. And that's just their mentality. But like he still he paid all of March. I mean, what is your March? He paid me for March. So he finna go into April. Oh, wait a minute. Do this dude owe me for March too? Wait a minute, let me look. Anyway. No, I think he just owed me for April. But anyway, I got it written down. So I told him he need to find something for 90 days until he can go back to work.
Right.
He need to find something for 90 days so he can go back to work. So anyway, that's why I don't like to deal with
I could see that, because if they have a job and then they lose a job, then now you got to put them out because they can't pay their rent.
Yeah, you hate to do that, because if you got a good heart, you hate to do that. But how you gonna just let them stay there free? If they had an apartment, the apartment would put them out.
I was gonna say, in the apartment or a house, that same thing would happen.
Yeah. So that's that. But I only had him and another one that worked, and both of them work at Rosin Restaurant. The other one got his own apartment, so he still works at the restaurant. He got his own apartment, and I just got one. And I'm not I don't want nobody else that works. I mean, they can work but get a check and work a few hours. That's fine, but they have to have that. I just would prefer that. It's easier. It's for sure, and I don't have to worry about the other stuff.
Okay, and you are a nonprofit, right?
Yes.
Okay, so the grant writer, any grant writers out there, I'll put this out to the few that I know, and maybe they can help you out to get a grant. See what's out there. Do you know of any grants that are available right now, or?
No, I don't know nothing about the grant, but I just found out my coworker at Search is a grant writer, so I'm gonna go talk to her maybe Tuesday when I go back to work. But yeah, I'm gonna talk to her. But yeah, I don't know any.
Have a fundraiser, something like that. That also help.
Yeah.
If you can have a fundraiser at Rosalind's spot.
Maybe so. Maybe I'll do that one day. Yeah, maybe I'll try to figure that out. Yeah.
Well, I appreciate you taking the time so I could get to know you a little bit better. It was just coincidental that we, met up where we did, and I'm, have that situation in my life that I need help with, and you were right there to give me some guidance and advice, and I appreciate that. Thank you.
Okay, no problem. You're welcome, and thank you.
And I'll be at your birthday party with bells on.
Okay. Huh? With bells on.
Yes.
All right. I can't wait. I'm glad you come and bring Angela.
I told her last night.
Okay, yeah. I told Kim, me and Kim went to a drag show.
What?
Yeah.
How was it?
I took her to a drag. It was good. I took her because I knew my friends, my brother gay, so his friend, I know all his friends. I go to drag shows a lot with all his friends. And so his friend was featured on the flyer. So I'm like, yeah, I'm going. So yeah, I took her to this drag show.
I used to go to them in Chicago. I haven't gone to one down here though.
Oh yeah, Hamburger Mary's. It used to be Hamburger Mary's. Yeah, they be good. I like them. I like the outfits and stuff. Their outfits be out the chain.
I know, and their makeup, everything.
Yeah. So yeah, we went to a drag show. We had so much fun too.
Good. Yeah, she's a lot of fun.
Yeah.
Okay, well, thank you very much. Go ahead and get back to your client in the house, and you have a great, great Easter, and we'll talk soon.
All right. Thank you.
Thank you. Bye-bye.